Toddler, yeah. It's all right. We can wait a little bit.
She said we're good to play.
Okay.
Unless she's gonna try and make her way on, as soon as possible.
That's all right. Enjoy them while they're toddlers till they call you to fucking with a flat tire that you've already taught them 4 times to change. So, all right. So, does anybody want to update? Do you want me to update Mal? You want to do it with your notes?
Let's see. I don't have a whole lot because everything just kind of worked out last time.
As it should.
Those
As it
rolls
should.
were on point.
It kind of just kept working. And but basically, what happened was we gathered everyone in the mess, um, tried our best to knock out all of the non-us chefs. Turns out one of the chefs is very scary, so we tied her up instead. Worked out great. We managed to sneak our way out of the mess with Pass Without Trace and dodged every patrol. Once we broke line of sight, we used our sending stone there, felt a pull behind our chests, and I believe we teleported somewhere else.
You
And
did.
that's all I got. I don't think we even know where we are yet.
You don't. We will be starting there. So, yes, you, through the luck of some serious lucky rolls and a whole lot of inspiration, you managed to bypass the patrols, the dice, and it helped significantly that you pulled it off all at once and you invested the time. Had you, uh, tried to do it and got suspicion higher, it would have been much harder to pull off. You would have run into patrols. Interesting, interesting indeed. But you vanished. And when you vanished, you materialize in a room. Your eyes kind of adjust slowly. As you adjust, you find yourself in an inn room specifically. You find yourself in a tavern or inn room, and you are not precisely sure where, but standing in the room is Vadran. It is a cramped room, and on the ground is a chalk outline. Oro, without any arcana check necessary, you recognize a teleportation circle that has been drawn out in rare chalks and ink, their one time use. So you recognize that. And that is where you find yourselves.
Fair.
As you guys become accustomed to the inn, you start to pick up sounds of eating, drinking, merriment, things of that nature, but they're muffled, probably below you or downstairs or across whatever building you are in or something of that nature.
Is it clear that we're like on the upstairs? Are there like windows or anything like that?
You are. You're in a large private inn room with one bed, and there are multiple windows. Looking outside, there is no snow. One of the windows is open. The season outside is probably late summer, and you can see farmland. The area is relatively hillis, which I realize isn't a word, but I wanted to use it anyways. Relatively hilly. There's a couple buildings around. They look pretty standard for the Neverwinter region
I'm gonna
style. It's not a completely foreign style.
I'm gonna throw off the heavy winter protection clothing and like stand in the window way to like absorb the heat and the sunlight from the outside.
And Vadrin watches you guys and he says, I can imagine. Revel's End is reportedly very, very cold.
It certainly wasn't pleasant. Almost as much of a prison for us as it was for the inmates. And speaking of, and he gestures to prisoner 13. Mission accomplished.
He kind of holds his hand together and looks over, and he takes a long look before he says, well, Corda, it seems you took the opportunity that I anticipated, but you were less successful than you thought you would be. But I cannot blame you for trying what you needed to try, but I need what you stole. And I warn you not to use any of those tattoos of yours. I don't know if I ever showed you a picture of Prisoner 13.
Think you did.
Yeah, you did once.
There it is again.
Oh yeah.
She has numerous tattoos. Oro, if you want to give me an Arcana check, you can at advantage. Anybody else is at disadvantage unless you have the ability to cast Arcane Magic.
Better that I don't know.
Magic is magic shit.
So, Oro, you are aware that the Red Wizards of Thay pioneered a new style of magic based on ancient dwarven magic. The runes tattoos that allowed dwarven mages to cast spells similar to cleric or scrolls, but they were reusable. You're guessing her tattoos, based on Vadrin's references, are something similar. Vadrin says, I do apologize, but I don't think I have enough seats for you. Perhaps maybe a spot on the floor while you rest and we can discuss a few things. He remains standing.
So watch over her.
No, he's just standing. He's gonna talk to everybody. He wants to hear your story and what happened before you discuss the next steps.
Yeah, all right. It's a great picture.
I was gonna
Ambrose-
type it, but yeah, he called me to fix his flat tire that I've taught him all my children to fix. So as you can see, I did not change his tire for him.
Ambrose will remove his winter gear and sit cross-legged on the floor.
He lets everybody sit or stand as they see fit, acclimating themselves. And he asks for a detailed explanation of what happened.
One second here.
Who can spin the best tale? Like truth for tale. Make it sound good, you know?
Not I.
In truth, it was not very eventful for most of our time. We settled in, waited for the prisoner rotation, heightened security to lessen. That took around a month. Got to know some of our colleagues, the lay of the prison. And we made contact with Corda here by slipping a note into her daily ration. Eventually, we managed to organize all of us in the mess hall together, where we subdued the kitchen staff and made our escape. It's a lot of planning and waiting, mostly.
And did you lay out any plausible story for your absence?
We did not.
He nods. He says, all right.
There is also the matter that we were seen by one of the chefs, the head chef, named Tiny. Wait, do I have her full name? No. Named Tiny.
He nods. And he says, understood. He says, should you desire, I believe we negotiated 7%, correct?
Checking my notes, checking my notes. Yes, 7%.
He says, should you desire for 1% less, meaning I pay you 6%, I will use my contacts to explain and smooth over your disappearance, attributing it to more official needs.
I'm
Prisoner
good with
transfer.
that.
I'm okay with that. Yep.
Yeah, same. Same with me.
Gotta grease the wheels, pay the piper.
I would very much like to not have to go back to Revel's End, so yes, that is
Amenable.
fine by me.
He says, well, he looks at Corda and he says, you have the kind group here. I'm not sure what they call themselves, but to thank for your freedom. And you should know that they have agreed to reclaim my, shall we say, property that rightfully belongs to me. But as I do not desire to make enemies, I will agree to only take what is rightfully mine instead of everything that I'm sure you have squirreled away there. And if you lead us there, she seems unhappy and conflicted because she's also happy to be out of prison, but he tells her to think on it, but the evening is closing in, and tomorrow morning he would like a firm answer. And he hands over a small pouch of about 5 or 6 coins, and he asks in a manner that suggests not asking, that Corda leave and go get something to eat downstairs.
Does she leave?
She does. She takes the money. She seems a little frustrated, but you also notice she seems to be quite adept at either covering her emotions or controlling them so that she doesn't feel them. She takes the pouch and she leaves.
Once she's gone, I ask him, "Aren't you worried that she's just going to leave?"
He shakes his head. He says, when you have tattoos like that and you are that glowingly magical, you are not difficult to track. I never had difficulty determining her location. It was getting to her that was the challenge.
That's fair.
I'm sure with some assistance she probably could mask her positioning, but she would be very unlikely to obtain that assistance in the time it would take me to find out she left the tavern.
How dangerous is she?
He says she is highly intelligent, highly skilled in terms of planning, in terms of combat. At last I understood, she has at least 4 magical tattoos. One that allows her to produce something akin to a arcane force strike. She also has the ability to remove herself from any holds or hindering nets of non-magical nature. And what has allowed her unexpectedly was one of her tattoos is reported to allow her to summon a firestorm.
So extremely dangerous.
Dangerous enough that it's not worth making an enemy.
Is she a wizard of Fae?
She is not, but she has done business with them.
Gotcha.
What do you plan to do with her once we get your property back?
Let her go. She is very profitable to work with. She simply needs to know you always must expect a thief to steal. They simply need to be taught what can and cannot be stolen and who cannot be stolen from. And the way they learn that is consequences. Revel's End is a very effective consequence. Betraying the Zentarum is a much, much worse fate. And so it is not impossible that some connections can be leveraged to give her some leniency from the Zentarum, so long as she behaves. You need not control one to control one.
I guess let's hope you're right about that. So what's next?
He says she will very likely give us the location. I will have her either stay here with me or escort you there, depending on your preferences. And I don't doubt that she probably hid it somewhere easy for her to find, but difficult to obtain. And if you obtain it, then we can share, barely, use 6% and go our separate ways. And of course, the fragment you are after. He asks if you guys are still willing to finish the job.
Yep, I think so.
Absolutely. We've come this far.
Say I'm
Yeah,
in it
I'm
if only
happy
because
we
of
should-
what I'm in it if only because like, do we really have much of choice at this point?
I mean, sure, we have a choice. We could always say no, we're done. But
True,
yeah,
but,
I'm in it.
All right. He
There's always
says,
a choice.
I'll leave it up to you whether you want to take her or not. She is an asset, but a dangerous one. If you wish to convince her one way or another, you may absolutely do that. She is downstairs in the dining room, not eating. Tomorrow morning, I would recommend whether you take her or not, you depart for wherever it is she has stashed this loot.
If we don't take her, but then you keep tabs on her and note that she's following us, would you let us know?
If you don't take her, he will make sure she stays contained.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't know what type of defenses she has put into place.
I think we'd have to talk to her, engage. Like, would she actually come and be of use, or would she end up causing more trouble than she's worth?
That's
He
the
nods.
thing.
He nods a bit and makes kind of a "that's your problem" hand wave. That's your decision type thing.
I think that's what we need to figure out because, like, if there are traps and stuff like that, and we don't take her and she doesn't tell us, like, we're gonna have to do a lot of active searching. But like, if we do take her, she could still like not tell us. So I mean, like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe I don't know. Ambrose has got the silver tongue. Maybe Ambrose goes and talks with her, and the rest of us kind of observe the conversation and see if we can gauge her honesty.
yeah, I'm cool with that.
Unless anybody has a magical means of ensuring her honesty, or at least ensuring if we can tell when she's lying.
Not
I
me.
do not at the moment. There are ways of doing that, but I don't have those means.
The only way I know of includes copious amounts of drugs.
Or alcohol.
Or both.
Oh, I can do that.
I found that alcohol, if she is accustomed to it, she might be able to
Not,
maintain
not
a
accustomed to
facade.
my shit.
Fair enough.
Brew it
But
myself.
the right kind of weed could potentially put her in such a state that she's incapable of lying. Of course, she could also be incapable of saying anything.
Excuse me for 1 second while you discuss.
What about Rhiannon? Does she have any anything for that?
It's a good question. Zone of Truth, what level is that? Anybody know?
I think it's level 3, but I could be wrong.
I thought it was lower level than that, but I'm actually not sure. Let me see. Zone of Truth. 2nd level enchantment.
Second.
Oh,
Uh,
That is a cleric spell, is it not?
Bard, Cleric, and Paladin, and I think
Paladin.
I think I will get it next level because I have it's a devotion spell specifically, but I don't get 2nd level spells to level 5.
oh.
So anyway, level 5.
Perfect time for
Gotta go kill a bunch of people until we
Mission
get to level 5.
accomplished.
Unfortunately, we don't use experience points.
All right, guys, let's go grinding. Yeah, next level I'll get Zone of Truth and Lesser Restoration as free spells. Oh, heavy air quotes on free. It costs you in other ways.
Is it a ritual spell? Do we know that?
I don't think paladins get ritual spells.
No, I'm
It-
thinking
it-
for because I'm just assuming
Does not have the
wouldn't
ritual
have
tag.
it prepared. But if
Not a
it's a
ritual.
ritual, then yeah. So maybe in the morning we gotta talk to her, and that would allow Rhiannon to prepare Zone of Truth. And then now the trick is she can either just counter Zone of Truth, I think, or maybe not counter, but just like succeed the saving throw, or she would have to. I think there's a scenario where like she chooses to allow the spell to work on her.
She could.
Ambrose, you worked your way around his own truth one time.
Yes, it was difficult,
Yeah, they're not foolproof.
and I
But-
believe the caster knows if you resist.
I'm back when you guys
successfully.
are done.
Certainly, it seemed like I came under more scrutiny when I shrugged it off. Shrugged it off is the wrong word, but you understand.
I think
Yeah.
the upside of it would be like if she lets us use Zone of Truth and it's completely honest, then we know exactly where we stand, right? If she doesn't let us use it, then obviously we can't trust her. And then if she lets us use it, but then her answers are vague or something, right? Maybe that's the most dangerous outcome is that she's smart enough to like she's trying to trick us, right? So what I'm saying is like if she lets us use it and she answers her questions honestly, we can probably trust her. It'll probably be fine. If we use it or we try and use it and she won't let us, at least we know we can't trust her. But maybe we still bring her along. I would not bring her along if she lets us use it and she accepts it, but then she still tries to manipulate her way through it. Because I would suggest, as we've been already told, like a level of intelligence that might be more danger than it's worth. Anybody else have a better plan? I mean, we could just go talk to her, I guess, but what do you guys think?
I don't know. I don't think we have to really get hung up on trusting her, but we definitely don't want to get tricked by her. But I don't think we can trust her as far as we can fucking throw her.
Well, if she accepts the Zone of Truth, we can literally ask her if she's going to betray us.
I suppose the question becomes, why would she betray us if she's now... We got her out of prison, and... We got her out of prison, and Vadran is closely monitoring her performance.
I don't disagree, but it
Not
doesn't
saying that we
mean...
should blindly trust her, but it would,
Yeah, like it doesn't guarantee that she's gonna.
if she's as wise as he claims, surely she would understand that the fastest way to deal with us would just to be let us grab what we need and go.
Well, my vote is that we wait for the Zone of Truth, but If you guys want to proceed without it, then so be it.
Well, we're not on a timeline, I don't believe.
Last
He
I
looks
checked,
to
we wasn't.
Vadran's. Vadran's still here, right? But it's
Vadran
Tony.
is still here.
We aren't on a time limit. Could we take a day to prepare some spells before we discuss things with Corda?
He tells you you can. He would recommend making good use of your time, because while he can keep track of her, he cannot promise that she is not able to send communications. That is something he can't stop. You are in Lord's Alliance territory, which is the Sword Coast, and that is her operating area.
Actually, where are we specifically?
He says you are
Carolina.
currently in the Stonehill Inn of Fendelver.
Oh, hey! Throwback! For,
Yeah.
I think just me.
No, I
Oh, Ben, yeah. Sorry. It's been so long, I can't remember who's from the very OG and who's climbed on at this point.
yeah, I played Lost Mines of Delver.
It has been a long time. It's up to you guys. He's not going to micromanage how you complete your mission, because if he was going to do that, he would have suited up himself
Wow.
and done it.
We were planning on leaving in the morning anyways, so we're really just suggesting that we need to make sure she's here for the conversation in the morning. And then we're going to leave one way or another. The question just becomes whether we take her. So I think, you know, that's why, in my opinion, we might as well follow this through with the Zone of Truth and see what happens.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, no matter what, it gives us more information.
And, I could use a proper night's rest.
Yep.
Does anybody need to do anything from there?
Get drunk.
I think. What time is it? Again, is it daytime?
It is, but it's probably about 2 hours before sundown.
Okay. Honestly, Ambrose is probably just gonna go out for a walk outside.
That Thanksgiving walk?
that I haven't seen the sun in a month and a half walk.
Everybody comes back from the go on the walk on
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
you and
with
the you and the
bloodshot
cousins
eyes.
going out for a walk on Thanksgiving and come back with weird red eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like Alan else kind of walk. Let's go.
I don't know, man. I went and hung out with my sister the other day, and her and my girlfriend were hanging outside. My sister was giggling. I asked her if she was higher than giraffe pussy, and she laughed for like 30 minutes at that joke.
It's a funny
So,
joke,
yes.
but it's not that funny.
It's not that funny. I'm not giving you a promotion, so you're high. All right, so long rest.
Yes,
Let's
indeed.
let's work on the assumption, if you're planning on doing a whole lot of things, that you will want to be careful and judicious when it comes to the memorization of your spells.
Yes, as always.
I remember all my spells.
0.
Exactly.
Oh, side note, unrelated to the game, Windrose is an awesome game.
I've been
Kudos to
looking
him
at
for
that.
finding it.
It looks
Eddie
really
found
good.
it. We've been playing it. It's spectacular.
What was the name?
Windrose.
I haven't even heard of it.
Survival
It's early
crafting
access.
pirate game. You build a pirate ship and sail around.
Mm-hmm. Number of times, yeah. If you play with other people, just be careful. Number of times me and Eddie have been fighting pirates and been like fucking engaged in fucking intense ship to ship combat and accidentally T-boned each other.
It's
Like a lot.
like fucking Tony.
Ramming speed!
And it legitimately drops your speed and everything. Like it's in
Oh, yeah.
like god damn it.
You just cost me 400 fucking health.
Solid game.
Yeah, it's great. Yep, that's it right there.
Okay.
Not-
So when
Not
you guys
horribly expensive or anything like that, so good game.
not at all.
Anyhow, carry on. Sorry.
No biggie. So, all right, peeps, what is it when you guys are, or let me know when you guys have finished all of your activities, spells, and are ready to conduct what you want to conduct.
Yeah, no, Ambrose will just enjoy being outside on a summer's day for the evening before retiring to... Are we sharing a room? Do we have rooms?
That's going to be up to you. You guys can sleep anywhere you want.
Fair enough. He'll rent a room. How much is it for a night?
Depends. Are you, there's a couple group rooms, there's a couple other rooms.
Say I'll split a cost
Are
with
you
a
looking?
room. So
So for an inn stay, if you're just looking to stay for the night, this is a modest inn. You can pay 5 silver for the night, and he also has kind of a couple nice rooms, which not counting the one Vadran took, he has 2, and those are 2 gold each. So 5 silver, or 2 of you can spend 2 gold should you so desire.
Ambrose will just spend the 5 silver. He's not fancy.
Yeah, Al-Anon's good for that too.
I say I'm willing to contribute a gold piece. I say I got the money. If it's just 2 gold, then I'm more than okay with helping Spring with something like that.
I mean, is he giving us a room? Do we already have a room?
Oh no, he didn't do that. That's up to you.
What a dick.
I kind of assumed we wasn't, going to be set up with that. We was going to have to spring for our own.
All right, how much are rooms again?
Either 5
5
silver or
silver?
2 gold.
Or 2 gold, depending on the quality you want.
And what's the quality of the 5 silver room?
It's a group room. You get a bed and everything, but it's like you share it with others.
I'm fine with that. I've slept
mean,
out in the wilderness.
Yeah,
We've
fuck
just
it.
been barracksing with like other guards and chefs for the past month and a half.
Yeah. Like
Fair.
I'm used to sleeping and, out in the wilderness while doing archaeological digs and shit like that. So whatever.
Whatever. Okay, let's take off the appropriate money. I applied the long rest. Memorize your spells. And what is it you wish to do come morning time?
Well, we like to sit down with Corda and perhaps the plan is to pitch the idea of using Zone of Truth on her, or are we going to just sit down and be like, Zone of Truth, what do you know?
No, I think yeah, we said we'd like to ask her about the location and what she knows about it, but to do so, we want to make sure we're all on the same page, so we won't use Zone of Truth. And if she refuses the Zone of Truth, then we accept that, but now we know that she's, she's trying to hide stuff from us.
Yeah, okay, just like say like, look, we just want to confirm that we're not being led into a trap or something.
Yep.
Okay, who's talking?
I suppose me.
All right, let's hear it.
Let me just quickly write down my notes here. All right, yeah, Ambrose will make his way down in the morning and seek Corda out. I'm assuming she's we can find her in a common room or something. Say, hello. We haven't officially met. My name is Ambrose Voss. Offers to shake her hand.
She looks at everybody here, and she takes his hand and shakes his hand and says, Corda.
So, I'm sure you want us out of your hair as soon as possible. We were hoping that you would share with us the location of your stash as well as any potential defenses or snags we might run into when we get there. I understand that this may be sensitive information, but
She says she is willing to provide the information. But she is curious if you would be willing to pay her to make it easier.
Ambrose looks over at the
her.
Like,
We got her out. We
I was just about to say the same thing. Bitch, we just broke you out of prison.
Oro speaks out. We got you out of prison for this information.
And you were being paid, right?
You've already been paid.
It's true. But you were paid to break me out of jail. Correct?
Yes.
That's correct.
So I am grateful.
We were paid to collect the item, so we really haven't been paid yet.
That is also true.
Yep.
She says, and she will provide the information as she suggested in Revel's End. But she's willing to make it easier for a little bit of compensation.
How much?
She says, I heard Vadran said you were being paid 6%. Why not leave an extra percent with me?
Because you're already getting a huge share of what's already in there, you greedy, cantankerous whore.
All right.
Whoa.
All right.
We don't have to throw around the C word here.
God damn it.
That's good.
That's probably the best interlude I've heard in a while. Don't be going out of your way calling this whore cantankerous.
Just fucking whore is fine, all right? Like, jeez.
Oh, hey.
Like I imagined it, Jack. Turning away, trying not to laugh.
I draw the line at you calling these whores cantankerous. You got to have a line somewhere. You're not going to be disrespecting the whore.
Anyways, how about I give you some booze? I got lots of booze.
She says,
Do you like booze?
She doesn't react to the insult. And she says, Thunder Tree. The ruins of Thunder Tree is where you will find our stash. And she offers to mark it on your map.
Very well. I'm assuming anything more specific than this will require payment.
She gives a slight smirk.
I hope you stub a toe. Hope you stub all your toes. And then when the pain finally goes away, I hope you stub them again.
My goodness.
Do we know what 1% would work out to?
You don't, because you don't know what it is. You don't know what the total. Hey,
Yeah.
Tyler,
Hi.
welcome. There's a lot of cantankerous whores up in here. I'm just saying.
I've been listening to that. Yep.
Someone caught Oro on a bad mood.
Apparently, no way.
Somebody's grumpy.
Why don't we meet in the middle a bit on this? You let us cast Zone of Truth on you, so you can give us the information, and we can be confident about its validity or credibility. And I'll pay you 20 gold.
She says, I will make you a counter deal. You pay me 50 gold. You decide whether or not your hairless friend speaks for all of you, and you are going to compensate me for the additional information. And that will determine whether or not how many questions I will answer. You can cast Zone of Truth. I cannot stop you. But it will cost you 50 gold for the question. Under Zone of Truth.
And this means that you would fairly try and not resist the Zone of Truth.
I will simply repeat what I've already told you. The stash is in Thunder Tree. That is the only question I will answer for 50 gold. If you are taking me with you, or taking my information to make it easier, then by all means, I will answer more questions. So, are you interested in parting with, say, 2% for an easier reclamation?
Can I make an insight check to see just how much I think she's fucking with us?
She raised the
Okay.
price. It was 1%.
She
now
had
half
to
of
do
it.
that.
Called
Oh,
her
yeah,
a
absolutely.
cantankerous whore. Of course, she
Yeah, you
raised
called-
the price.
You use the C word.
You called her cantankerous, man.
I use a inspiration. I'll use one more inspiration.
I love it whenever we use an inspiration, we get an even worse roll than what we originally rolled. There you
I'll
go.
take
That's
that.
more like
I'll
it.
take that one, yep.
Is it bad that I was secretly hoping that one was going to be a 6? It would have been really funny.
It is bad. It is bad, yes.
But it worked out because, like, I wished for it to be a 6. It was a 19. That's all I'm saying. You have me to thank.
Thank you, Mal.
There you go.
You're welcome.
So she is seemingly honest that she is both willing to submit and willing to make your life easier. The impression you get, I'll give you a little more with a 23. She's irritated that she's losing part of her wealth, but she also realizes she's keeping it. So she's trying to lose as least as possible. But she definitely has a considerable amount of secrets. Like, she's guarding her words very closely. But I will tell you, last thing, your Zone of Truth does not seem to put the same fear that you would guess into an average thief.
Yeah, I was getting that
Like,
impression.
She's not worried about it.
I would not be surprised if she had some even magical way of defending against it.
With clever thinking, you can talk around it too.
I was
No
about to
doubt
say,
that
yeah,
too.
she doesn't even need to never really like defend it. All you have to do is just say anything that's like metaphorically true.
Hypothetically, this is true.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
I mean, if you think about it,
It's technically correct. The best kind of
All right.
correct.
So I'll let you guys think on that. We'll take a 5-minute break. We'll come back. You'll decide if you want to Zone of Truth, if you want to buy anything, memorize what spells you want to memorize, and then head on out for the road. By the way, here is the map of
map.
the area.
Yay! Oh wow, Thunder Tree's not too far from Neverwinter, actually. Huh.
I say we go back to whatever his name is,
Vadran?
the guy Vadran, and say, look, she is making us give her 2% for the information, and we're going to need an additional 2%. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do this, and nobody gets anything.
That's
can
not a bad idea.
We can certainly try, but what if he decides to go after it himself with other agents?
I mean, he's tried before and failed to get people into Rebel's End. We've been the only people so far that have succeeded in that regard. So
I suppose
we
that
are
is true.
likely the only people that are going to succeed in this regard. So, I mean, we're his best shot.
I think to that extent too. I mean, we can go to Vander and ask that, I suppose, but I think we could also just negotiate her down to a lump sum payment of like, well, even 50, I think is not the end of the world, but like 30, 35, whatever. And if she tries to hard gamble us on that, like we can express the fact that like, well, we could just go and take the shit, like all of it. Which I know is not Vandren's deal, but like we're the ones who are going to be there. And if she wants to try and play the game of that, like, and we can't do it without her, we can't do it without her knowledge. We're the ones who broke her to jail. Yeah, like to your point, we are the best that they got. I do think the Zone of Truth is not needed at this point.
I agree.
And I don't want her to come, by the way.
I would be surprised if she was swayed by 30, 35, 50 gold.
Rhiannon's considering just giving her 150 gold. Just to be like,
No,
tell us the
no.
information.
I believe it's more about her not losing her own wealth than us necessarily paying her directly.
As in, like, she doesn't want to lose that object that we're trying to find?
Oh, no, I don't think she minds that so much, but it's more about the percentage shares of the rest of her stash.
But we
I'm
don't care
also
about
not-
that shit.
I'm also not convinced. Well, Oro certainly does. That's why we're having this conversation.
You need to quit
She
being
wanted-
a cankerous whore.
She wants 2% of our now 6% share to get
I
further
s-
information on the location of where her stash is and what kind of defenses it has in Thunder Tree. All we know is that it's in Thunder Tree somewhere.
Earl just doesn't like people who try to change the parameters of shit.
Pray that they don't alter them further.
Yes, like it's bullshit.
It is. But it's also her stuff that she rightfully
No.
stole.
No, it's not her stuff.
She stole it, it's hers. Come on. Don't you know about finders keepers?
That's why I think that the negotiation angle is like she's misunderstanding the situation, and good for her for, I guess, for trying to make money out of this, because of course that's her nature. But like, we can easily just go to the location and take everything.
You know, we know it's in Thunder's Tree. I'm just gonna go to the Lord's Alliance and tell those bitches where this whore is.
Could do that too, but
Send
Like,
her
send her
Part
right
like
back
of
to Rebel Den.
well,
part of
there's
the
that too.
problem with taking everything from the Horde is that at least some of it is Vadran's.
Oh yeah, no, like we take everything. We give Vadran what he wants.
We
Vadran
give him
doesn't
a
want
94%.
Vadran doesn't want us to take anything else. In fact, because he doesn't want to make an enemy of her. And
Mhm.
basically, we're saying like, either you work with us here, and if you don't work with us, you've already made enemies of us. Then, so we're just gonna go and take all your shit. Vadran may not like it, but that's
I say we go talk to Veteran and be like, look, she's not gonna tell us anything without 2%. We need an additional 2%.
I suppose we can.
I just
worry
don't think
about
Vadran's gonna take that, but we could try. Maybe a good persuasion check.
I mean, he either does it or he doesn't get anything either.
We're making a
Sorry,
lot
I
of
didn't click. We're all
we're poten-
here.
We're potentially making a lot of enemies here.
Alrighty. So
He's still making
everybody's
payday.
all right. What do you guys want to do?
Well, is Vadran, if Vadran is still around, we're going to take Corda's request to him to see if we can get him to cover the fee.
Vadran chuckles at the fact that she's negotiating. He says he would be surprised if she did otherwise. He is not willing to pay your fee. He said who you pay to give you an easier time or a harder time is rightfully expenses for your mission. He will leave it up to you. He says, I will tell you that if it were me in my days on the road, I would either take her against her will with the understanding of how dangerous she is and the appropriate precautions, or I would leave her behind or tell her I was going to leave her behind or actually do it. And as I said, the treasure stash presumably contains not just what she took from me, but her own stash. So if you return what is rightfully mine, and what's rightfully hers is between her and you, But I will leave those minutia to you, because if I wanted to pay for that and deal with that, I would have again suited up.
Ambrose looks at the party with the biggest "I told you so" face you've ever seen in your life.
We don't even get a check.
There is no
No.
way that there is no way in hell that this guy ever would have even considered it.
There's a DM rule. You could tell a new DM from an experienced DM based off whether or not they allow rolls that are not realistic. Oh, I went ahead and let him roll. He rolled a 20, so I guess he seduced the dragon. The fuck?
Wait, we can seduce dragons?
No.
Not with a
I
20.
mean, you can. Not with the not in the way you want.
You successfully seduced the dragon. Bad news for you, she's a top.
So I think, by the way, I think there's a third option here too, and I think the third option is we go to Thunder Tree and try and do this without her help, and we don't take her shit, so she doesn't get the extra payday off us, but hopefully she also, like, if she comes after us because she didn't get the extra payday off us, then when we brutalize her body after we kill her, that's probably fine, right? But like we're good guys. I think the idea that like we go and we do our business, we don't like. I don't want to bring her anyways, no matter what, because I don't trust her.
Yeah, I don't want either.
And I don't even know
Me
if we can
neither.
trust anything she says to us at this point. So paying for her to come, I guess, is useless. Forcing her along, I think, is asking for trouble. If Vandrin is confident he can kind of keep tabs on her while we go and do this, maybe she's gonna have some allies who show up to mess with us. But like, really, I'm just gonna put money, not literally, but or I'd save our money and put it on us being able to handle anything she might have and wait for us.
I agree. We've made it this far. I just don't want her as an enemy if we can help it.
So that's why I'm saying, like, we take Vandrin's property, and we leave her stuff. And there's we didn't do any harm to her. In fact, we helped her to prison. That's all we really did to her. And if she's mad about Vandrin getting his stuff back,
That's between them.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, if she puts that on us anyways, she's a tough person anyways. Like she's already our enemy. Like right this moment, then, right?
Right. So to Thunder Tree then?
Yeah, probably. That's
Sounds
my vote.
good to me.
Just go. Just go. Yeah.
All right.
Is everybody in favor of that?
I have no
Works for me.
objections.
Yeah, okay.
What's another really, it would be no different than any of our other jobs. In fact, we almost have more information. We know generally where we're supposed to look.
Yeah, I mean, and we know there's going to be shit. We know there's going to be traps. We know there's going to be horrible shit waiting on us. We know there's going to be bad stuff. So,
This will be better than the egg, for sure. He says, dooming the party to a horrific death.
Why would you say that?
The sword of Damocles shifts downwards ever so slightly.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. So everybody's heading out, traveling up the road, I guess the path, trail, as it were. Are you wanting to take the road, or are you wanting to go off-road?
Why
What
don't we take
forest
the
is
road?
that?
What's that?
Neverwinter Wood.
Timeline wise, how fucked up is Neverwinter Wood right now?
I mean, it's not horrible.
Because that would be, I guess, the most direct route, right?
So
Is there
It's-
trolls in Neverwinter Wood?
there, I mean, I'm not gonna say never, but as a general rule, no.
Yeah.
So you're dealing with travel times. Presuming you take the road, it's roughly 24 miles. If you do, really? See, this is the type of shit that irritates me. I check the grid.
Oh my god. Come on,
For
it's a
what?
hex.
Oh my
it's a hex
God.
grid right there.
Right?
They have hex grids. Like it's a hex grid. I mean, you need to draw it. You need to size it, but like you couldn't have fucking made it actually fit. Really? You didn't even have the decent. Like, what was that? What did that take me? 8 seconds? Fucking dicks.
You didn't even get done complaining about it.
Right. It's ridiculous. I didn't even have time to bitch because it's that short of an easy. Anyhow, fucking lazy ass guys. That's the type of shit that pisses me off. But it's 24 miles. So if you're just traveling along the path, you know, ballparking it, that's day one. And then presumably, you know, bends in the road factoring out, it's 3 days to Neverwinter, approximately, as opposed to traveling overland, just straight up the first 10. So it's going to be roughly the same, 3 to 4 days travel, because the overland isn't, you lose some speed on overland. Just how much time?
Plus another day from Nether or so from Neverwinter to Thunder Tree, right?
Correct.
We could always
The road
skirt
isn't-
the woods. We don't have to go
Yeah.
straight through them.
No. That's a general timeline, but timelines, you're doing 5 hexes if you're taking the road, 4 if you're not, per day. So you could fiddle around with it, but easy math, 4 days to Thunder Tree both ways. One's overland, one's taking the road. The road's patrolled. Higher chance of being assaulted on the road. I'm sorry, on the off-road.
Roads patrolled by bandits.
Ta!
Actually, the Lord's Alliance as well as local guards.
Oh.
So the way the Lord's Alliance works, each city is required to patrol a certain distance outside of their city, and Lord's Alliance patrols between them.
Okay, on the off chance that Corda, or whatever her name is, calls on some buddies to come and mess with us, we'll probably stick to the road. Will be easier to find, but there might also be help nearby.
That makes sense. Would there be like inns and things to stay at, like way stations, or is it just camp on the side of the road?
You could probably do a little bit of both.
Yeah, okay.
Side note, I don't know. I didn't play sports in school, so maybe this is normal, but my kid is just leaving a track meet. It's 10 p.m. It's a total time from now till he walks in the door is 2 hours.
Holy fuck.
That's an hour and a half drive back to the school, a 30-minute drive home, so he'll be home at midnight. His alarm goes off at 5.
No, that like all my coworkers that have kids that are in sports, that sounds about right. Seems like all they do is drive those guys around everywhere.
That's ridiculous.
True.
They're like, oh, I'm like, how's your weekend? He's like, oh, I've been fucking driving all over the place. One kid's in this town, one kid's in the other town, soccer game in the morning, football
My kids
in the
have their
afternoon. Like, what the
driver's
fuck?
license now. My kids
Yeah.
have their driver's license now, but it's like you're gonna bitch when the kid's sleepy in school, right? Whatever. So off the road or on the road is the question.
On the road.
Yeah.
On the road.
On the road again.
Can't wait.
All right.
Back on the road again.
Somebody give me 3 percentile dice rolls.
I'll do one.
I got one. 37.
63. Something higher, guys. Somebody do something higher.
All right. Come in. Get to. Oh, my dice changed colors.
73.
73.
All right. So you travel unaccosted up the road to Neverwinter. Whether or not you step off the road or not, no problem. I hope she feels better. Whether or
Oh,
not you step off the road or not, at Neverwinter, or take a boat, whatever route you prefer. We're past the point of having to track too much food and things like that, but you do reach Neverwinter. I'm sorry, Thunder Tree. My apologies.
oh, we do
with-
reach Neverwinter and then Thunder Tree.
Yeah, it depends on whether you want to stop at Neverwinter, but I'll leave that up to you. Do you guys want to, since it's coming up on 10, do you guys want to play this last 30 minutes, or do you want to wait till next time so Tyler can be here?
I'm fine with whatever.
I can wait
I'm
till
fine
next
with
time.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
beginning
you're
I didn't mind because it was just text and conversation and things like that. I knew we could fill her in. Yeah. Okay. I'm fine waiting. I'm not leaving. The server's not going down. I just hope she feels better.
I don't know if she ate something weird or what it is, but yeah.
You could always do that joke, Alex, where you go and ask her what she's gonna make. Go ask her if she'll make you something to eat when she's puking.
When
I
you
feel
get
like
a
that's-
second.
I feel like that would lead to divorce. Like,
Probably.
I think that's like
The-
just like signing the papers.
Yeah, I mean, I think the bossest I ever saw was, and I use the term loosely because it was retarded, but the guy was like, ordered a pizza to the delivery room. He's like, since you're not gonna cook, I'm like, ooh, that's a move.
Mhm.
All right, guys, I'll be here if anybody wants to hang out and chit chat. But otherwise, have a good week. Tell Tyler feel better.
we'll do, we'll do.
We'll do. Win Rose though, seriously, great game.
It's only on PC, right?
Yeah, as
I
far as I know.
don't.
Yeah,
I
early
don't-
access only, so it's I think only PC for now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right
I don't
now.
really deal in the lesser gaming.
Ho ho!
Oh, shots fired.
I agree, but ho ho!
Cantankerous, ho ho.
Oh.
That cantankerous ho ho!
Both pirate and whore themed jokes.
Can't take her toe. Ho. That was funny in my head. Anyway, have a good night, guys.
You
All
too.
right.
Sounds good.
Night, everyone.
See ya.
Night.